So this is a Midas touch. So you got one-off fenders.
Yeah.
So you're making the brackets,
Making a brace for it there.
making the brace.
Then I'll have a brace over here. And there'll be a brace coming down here for that fender.
So it's all one-off. And then you got to drill and tap the wherever you're doing.
Yeah.
We got it mocked up on there. I like the look, getting it close. Once it's bonded on, then they can all come apart. It'll be one piece, and
Yeah.
get it painted, and then
It can be taken off too. There'll be like 2 screws here, and this bolt will have to come up, and you can just take the whole fender off. You can just take it off.
So there's no easy way to do it. It's not a job that we, it's not a part that we just build and
I
have a
don't
part
like
number for.
doing them.
No, none of us like doing them. Looks like you built a hand on here. It's gonna grab you.
Oh.
Okay, so that's all fitted and together. You can kind of see how this bolts on separate. So when that bonds to the fender, it's gonna be on. You got the bracket here, all on. So now we're moving to the other side.
The same thing, only different.
Only opposite.
Yep.
It's too bad they have to be one off every time.
Every time.
So you drill, so you haven't done it, or you have.
I've
You
already
drill
drilled
and
the
tap.
hole. Yeah, I've already drilled and tapped my hole.
You actually have to drill and tap the hole on the spindle. And here's a Darryl trick.
Yeah.
Well, what's the Darryl tip of the day? What are we gonna call that? We're gonna have so this
Oh.
rubber stuff. I come by.
There's just
yesterday,
rubber tubing.
You got jammed in there. Oh, so the wheels don't turn.
Yep.
That's a good idea. Otherwise, when you put a fender on like that,
It
you
wants to
want to
roll.
just, roll the fender, or roll the wheel and the fender off. So we've got the fenders on. They're bonded on. You can kind of see the braces here. This will all get painted. So it's got a brace that goes from the bottom part of the steering arm, or both to the top of the steering arm actually, and comes around and is bonded into the fiberglass fender. And then here we're braced. It's bolted in 2 places. One into the brake bracket and one through the brake bracket and into the spindle. So we drill and we tap that in there. So basically you've got 3 bolts that hold this thing on. And then kind of lines up with the fender, so it turns with the fender, or with the wheel, I mean. So it's a spindle mount fender, kind of hanging out there, but it's pretty sturdy. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell from, but I'm hitting it pretty hard and it's not rocking at all. So next is to get the back ones on here. So we'll be doing that next. So you can see, these are just kind of bonded on, a big blob of polybond just there. What I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna grind all this smooth, grind it all smooth, grind it all smooth, all of that, but it fits where it goes. You can kind of see the bracing is there. So once I get this all ground, I'll go ahead and put some more polybond over everything, and then I'm going to glass the entire bottom of this again. So it'll all be one piece. So I'm working on that, and it is for the spindle mount fenders. I've mixed up a little bit of polybond. It's a product that would be similar to like a vet adhesive, but it comes in 5-gallon pails. I can't imagine what that would cost if I used vet adhesive to do what we're doing. So I've got it bonded in, but that would probably hold it. Want to run a strip of fiberglass over the top of this whole thing. So we'll get them braces really bedded into it then. So I've laid some fiberglass mat on top of it. And now I'm going to go ahead. I've already mixed up my resin, polyester resin, and I'm going to dab it in. Make sure you get all the air out and just dab away. So this is in essence a 1-piece fender now. I've glassed on top of that, and when it's all dry I'm going to sand it up a bit, and then what we'll probably do is use a body chutes or some sort of a bed liner or rubberized undercoating. What have we been using lately? Rubberized undercoating underneath fenders, or body chutes, or bed liner, or what do we use?
The bed liner has been the best product.
Okay.
It is very rigid and hard, and it looks good.
So and that keeps the rock chips from hitting that fiberglass and giving you a spider crack up on top. So there it is.